Hi guys! Okay, so we have a new question that we're gonna work on together. Okay, let's get started by reading the question. There is 7.5 of a liter of car oil in a container. Thomas adds 5 3/4 liters of car oil in the same container. If the container has capacity of 15.5 liters, how many liters are needed to fill it in? Okay, so we're gonna get started by identifying important information, and I'm gonna get started with, okay, identify, this is a number, so it must be important. So let me underline that and see what it is. Okay, this is saying that there is, so it's already there. Then I'm gonna use another color because I have a different amount and I wanna track what's gonna happen to this number throughout the problem. So this one says that Thomas adds 5 3/4 of liters. 5 3/4 liters. Now we're gonna check, there is another number right here, and I'm gonna check what's going on with that number. The container has a capacity, of 15.5 liters. What it means is that's like the whole amount that we can put in that container. Like that will be the greatest amount of oil that we can fit in there. And the question is, how many liters are needed to fill it in? To fill it. So that means it's not filled completely, but it can be filled. So we're gonna represent the situation, and again for this situation I have a fraction. So I'm gonna choose fraction bars for this situation. Okay guys, and I pre-made this picture for you so you can track me better on how we're gonna find the answer. And I'm gonna get started with the green one because it says that that's the whole capacity of the container. So you see how here I'm using this green fraction bar. So I'm gonna say, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1/2. Exactly, this is 1/2. So all of this is 15 and 1/2, which is the whole capacity of the oil container. So we're gonna say, okay, so inside this one we have to fit everything. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add and work with the 7 and 1/2, the one that we put in orange right here. Is it too dark? Okay, so let me make it a little bit better for you. There, it was too dark. Okay, great. So there is already 7 and 1/2. Okay, so 7.5 looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they said in 1/2. So then I need to get half of this. So you see, I'm gonna highlight that here on the top. And so this is how 7.5 looks like. And I'm just gonna write that on the side. This is how 7 and 1/2 looks like. And then on top of the green one, guys, it will be like saying, okay, so it will be like up to here. And that's the reason why I have the orange on top of it. But remember, the one that has the whole capacity is which one? The green, the blue, or the orange? Yes, the one that represents the whole capacity is the green. Awesome. And with orange, as you notice, we are representing now the fraction that we highlighted on the top. And you can track me better by following the number that I highlighted. So this means what we already have. Okay, what else is happening here? Okay, Thomas, he added 5 3/4. Okay, this is an important situation because 3/4 means that we will have to split a whole into 4 equal sections, right? So we can have fourths. So then this one right here will be what, guys? 2/4, exactly. Okay, and then also we need 5 holes. So I'm gonna say this will be the 5, this will be 4, 3, 2, 1. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes and 2 fours in here. But really I need to represent 5 and 3/4. So far I have 5 and 2/4, but also to complete 3/4 I'm missing 1/4 in here. I need one more here. So what I have to do, I have to split another hole that I have into 4 equal sections. And really to represent my 5 and 3/4, I have to choose one of these little sections here. Can you see that, guys? So all of this is how 5 and 3/4 look like. And now I'm gonna transfer that to the fraction on the top. So we said it's gonna be all of this because that is 2/4 already, and then we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 up to here, and then also 1/4 from the top, this 1/4. And then I'm gonna use the other highlighter, the one that is thicker, so I can highlight all of this. So all of this will be representing that number that we highlighted on top on the word problem in the same color. You see that, guys? Great. Now I'm going to use the green to represent what is left over. And how many complete holes do I have? Only this one here. That's the only one hole that I have. So this one will be one hole, which is this one right here. You see that, guys? And then I can see, okay, so I'm going to say this one right here looks like what? Like 1/2 plus 1/2, which it will be this section right here. I want to put like a semicircle. There, that's 1/2. And then what about this one here? Remember that we took already 1/4. So what will be the remaining piece? 3/4, yes. So that will be plus 3/4. That's what we have left over here. And since I have to combine the fractions, I'm gonna need to rewrite this one here, and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm looking for knowing how many fourths are in 1/2. And remember, to change the fraction, we multiply by the same number, numerator and denominator. So this will be 2, and this will be a 4. So all of this really will be the 1 whole plus 2/4 and plus 3/4. And I'm gonna continue on this side, and I'm gonna say this is the math work for the fractions. So here we said I'm gonna bring these numbers over here. We have 1 whole already plus 2/4 plus 3/4. Now I bring this down because it's already complete. Now that I have the same denominator, I can combine all of this. So that will be adding the numbers on the top, that's 5, and this is 4. When you have 5/4, guys, this is the same as saying 4/4 plus 1/4. So I'm gonna say this here is the same here. Why am I doing this? Because I want to see how many holes do I complete. So really what we have is 1 hole plus another hole. That's going to be 2 holes. And then I have this 1/4 left over. So this should be my answer. Also, if I look at this visually, I can say, okay, so This is one complete whole. This is almost a whole. You see that, guys? Like this little rectangle here is almost a whole. What I can do is look at this section here, and if I move this little section from here to here, I will complete the two holes. You see that? And then I will have this leftover piece that it will be the one right here. So we got the same answer with the picture and with the fractions. Awesome. So I'm going to say this should be my answer. And finally, I'm going to do my work with decimals. And then you can always use the one that looks easier and that makes more sense to you. Okay, guys, great. So I'm going to say what he has is 15 and 1/2. I'm going to put that in green. That's 15. And 1/2, look at your fraction bars. I'm sorry, look at your flashcards. And please tell me what is 1/2. Yes, it is 0.5. So this is 15.5. And I'm going to write it. This is 15.5. This is what the capacity of the container, right? The whole capacity, all what we can put in that container. Great. Now on the side, we're going to figure all what he has. What they have already is 7 and 1/2, and I put that in orange so you can track me better. 7.5. And what is 7.5 in decimal, guys? Yes, 7.5. Awesome. 7.5 is what they already have, and in blue for Thomas, I'm gonna put what he has. Can you help me and tell me by looking at your flashcards how much is 1/4? 0.25. Great. How much would it be 2/4? 0.50. Great. And how much it is 3/4? 0.75. Yes. So I'm gonna write my number here. Remember, we line up decimal point. Then I put my whole number. Then I have my 7 and my 5. Empty spaces, we fill them in with zeros. And we're gonna put those two together. Can you help me so we can add? That's 5 plus 0, that's 5. 5 plus 7, 12. 2 and we carry 1. But before we add, we bring down that decimal point. 1 plus 7, 8. And 8 plus 5, 13. Great. So, if you look at the fraction bar, we need to put together the orange section and the blue section to see what's left over in the green section. So, what operation is in math to remove the blue and the orange section? Yes, it's going to be subtracting. So, I'm going to say this, I need to take away, so line up decimal point, 13, and that's actually what they have together, so it shouldn't be just the color for Thomas. It's going to be dark blue, 13.25. Because this 13.25 is what Thomas has and plus what they had at the beginning for what there is in there. There is orange. This is for what there is right there. And we're going to take away that from here. Empty spaces, fill them in with zeros. That way we don't misalign our numbers. Okay, so can I take away 0? Can I do 0 minus 5? No. We're going to regroup the 5. It's going to become a 4. The one we regroup goes here. The 0 goes to the top. Now we can subtract. 10 minus 5, 5. 4 minus 2, 2. Decimal point, bring it down. 5 minus 3, 2. 1 minus 0, 0. So our answer is 2.25 in decimal. Okay, so if our answer is 2.25 in decimal, remember, look at your flashcards, like the one that I put right here. And then tell me what is 0.25 in fraction. So we're going to go from here to here. It's 1/4. Awesome. Keep the whole number and add the value of the decimal, but in fraction. And you see how we got our answer by looking at the picture, which is the first option, by doing it with fractions and by doing it with decimals. Awesome. I'm going to put that right here. I highlight my answer in here. I'm gonna put a star, and I said I did circle or underline, which in this case we did highlight. We boxed the question, we made a picture, and we figured our answer. Awesome!